More than 2,000 Ukrainian civilians have been killed in the war with Russia so far, as fierce fighting in the country enters its seventh day.
Russian troops have completely surrounded the cities of Kherson and Mariupol in southern Ukraine, while the country's second city of Kharkiv has continued to come under intense shelling. The eastern city, which is just 25 miles from the Russian border, has already seen some of the bloodiest fighting of war as Moscow renewed its offensive last night with a barrage of strikes. Meanwhile, Putin's troops continue to close in on the capital Kyiv, even as Vladimir Putin's hopes of a quick takeover of the country have been dashed. Kyiv's mayor, former world heavyweight boxing champion Vitaly Klitschko, said Russia is gathering forces closer and closer to the city after a 40-mile-long convoy of military vehicles was held up some 20 miles northwest of the capital on Wednesday. In a statement, Ukraine's emergency service said more than 2,000 Ukrainians have been killed during the Russian invasion, which began last Wednesday, although independent confirmation of these figures is so far impossible. Children, women, and defense forces are losing their lives every hour, it said. The country's ombudswoman says 21 children have been killed and 55 injured since the start of the invasion, Reuters reports. Horrifying pictures show the charred bodies of Ukrainian civilians killed in a Russian airstrike in Kyiv. The strike hit Kyiv's main TV tower, as well as a Holocaust memorial for Babin Yar, where more than 30,000 Jews were killed in the space of 2 days in 1941. Russia claims today it has seized the city of Kherson overnight, after taking the railway station and port. Fighting is also intensifying in Mariupol, where the city's mayor claims Russian forces are actively preventing the evacuation of citizens. It comes as the Russian invasion of Ukraine enters its seventh day, with the conflict being the biggest war in Europe since World War II, and the world's eyes remain on the massed 40-mile-long Russian convoy outside Ukraine's capital Kyiv. Ukraine can expect further bloodshed today after Putin warned residents of the capital to leave ahead of high-precision strikes. President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed his nation and said Putin wants to erase us all. Across the war-torn country, defenders continue to mount a staunch resistance to the invaders. Some 5,840 Russian troops, more than 200 tanks, and at least 60 aircraft have been destroyed, claims Ukraine. But it is feared Russia may soon begin to use even more brutal tactics, and it comes as Putin's top diplomat warned World War III would be nuclear. And some of these are already being felt in Kharkiv, which has come under missile attack by Russian bombers. Russia has yet to win a major victory and are believed to be staking their efforts on Kharkiv. But 340 miles south, Putin's forces finally managed to capture a city, seizing the small port of Kherson. Heavy fighting continues across the country, with major operations underway at the strategic ports of Odessa and Mariupol in the south. Peace talks are also expected to continue today, but there are major doubts if they will make progress. Putin's generals are understood to have been ordered to take Kharkiv at all costs. Footage from this morning showed a massive explosion ripping through the city center and buildings, including the city's police station and a university complex, on fire. Russian forces also managed to land paratroopers in the city, which triggered running gun battles. Russian airborne troops landed in Kharkiv and attacked a local hospital, the Ukrainian army said in a statement on messaging app Telegram. There is an ongoing fight between the invaders and the Ukrainians.